Hi guys, and welcome once again to Transport Fever. So, in the last couple of episodes we've been playing with our cities in trying to improve the transport in different ways. So in this city we've got sort of a massive ring and we've split the city off into 3 areas. In this city we've added in a ridiculous number of tram routes to sort of link to different parts of the city and do sort of an out and back system. And someone said to me, you know, they always do really short routes for like their buses and stuff and link loads of routes together across their city. And I'm gonna try it. So in this city, I am gonna add dozens of bus routes, all going sort of 1 square block sort of thing. So, you know, I'll have a bus route from here to say here, with 2 buses just constantly looping to it and from it. And then from there I'll have another route from say here to here with 2 buses just constantly looping. And then from this one to over here somewhere and constantly looping, and so on and so forth until I cover the entire city. What this will do, or what I've been told it does, is 1, it makes the passengers sort of jump off every station, so your buses will never get somewhere and be too full to pick up passengers, because they'll always be dropping off the passengers because there is only 2 stops. You know, there is no reason for the passengers that got on at the last stop to wait until they get to the next stop, because there is only 2. So it sort of forces the passengers to jump on and off the buses. Whether this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know, but we're going to find out. So, just like in previous episodes, I am going to send all of these buses to the depot to be sold. They're not that old, but, you know, they're not that new either, so I don't really mind. All's done, all's done. Go and be sold, all of you. And may as well. Right, let's go around and start deleting its stops. Because just like always, they're going to be in the way. Lots of passengers, I'm sorry. Oh, the other thing I'm going to need to do, of course, is find you. C. Oh, you're sort of bad anyway. I won't bother selling the lorries though with this, because I am going to still need them. It's just a case of I've got to change where their stops go, because the station that they're currently going to might no longer exist. So yeah. Oh, bus stops, where are you? I will find you. Another one just there. Be careful not to delete the road and several £1 million worth of buildings. I know that it's dollars, but I'm English, it's pounds. I say it without thinking. Ow! Damn you! See, that's what you got to be careful of not doing. We don't need electric, but we do want bus lane, I suppose. Any others? Or is that all of them? That looks like all of them. Okay. So this is going to involve a lot of stops, but that's the whole point of this sort of system. So, 2 stops, starting there, and it's already decided that these are stopping there. No, all of you just go away. There we go. Right. And then from you, you're going to go up to this stop over here. What are you complaining about? Oh, yeah, I know, shush. And then from there, we're going to stop up here. From you, you're going to go over here. Over here. Over here. There, you to here, there, to there. Okay, so we want loads of routes. I don't know how many I'm going to actually use, but if I make lots of them, then it means that I don't have to open that menu again and make more later. So, first route is going to go from here to here. That's it. I really wish you'd go to the other side. But you're just going to keep going to that one, aren't you? Oh well. I suppose if I delete that one and then... No, same thing. Never mind. Okay. Well, that's fine. Right. You can go off in that corner for the moment because I don't need you and I don't want to mess you up. Second route goes from here to here. And let's make you a colour I can actually see for the moment. There we go, that'll do. But yeah, so that'll go to there. Then this route goes from there to here. Looks a bit odd, but hey, it's a valid route. Then from you to you. From you to you. And the game is doing its best to avoid crossing the stations as well. Like, it's trying to make sure that they go to the station that best suits them. So it's not having both buses stop at the same stop or the same side of the road, which is awesome because it means that it doesn't interfere as much with each other. So that's you. You go from there to there. And again, change you to a colour I can actually see, please. You're going in a weird route, but why are you doing that? You're like going around twice. You're doing a figure of 8 instead of just going in a square. That makes no sense. It really doesn't. You know what? I'm going to delete you. So you're doing it in the opposite direction. Really? Why can't you just go in a straight line? That is something that oh look, there we go. Now you've decided that you can just go in a rectangle. Stupid thing. Right. Then we're going to have you to you. And wow, I'm actually going to need more lines. I'm going to need... more there. We'll change all of these now because they're getting harder and harder to see, so... And like this, I can see where my route is covering. Right, I'm going to need one from there to there. I'm going to need 1 and 2 for there. 3 more. There you go. Right. So, you there. You from there to there. Really? You're doing odd things? What if I put you to this one instead? That looks better. It doesn't mess with everything else. And then you to there. Perfect. So I am stopping everywhere. This looks really odd and I have no idea if it's actually going to work in the way I want it to. But hey, at least I can definitely say that I am doing every single stop differently. Like, I'm doing every city in a different manner, which I think is awesome. It just means that, you know, my cities are more diverse. I'm not just copying the same thing constantly. So you are going to be number 1. Help if I delete the rest. The only problem with doing this is having to write the city names so many times. And there are benefits to this system. So as the city grows, I just add a new loop onto the end rather than having to reformat my entire sort of bus line, which is nice. I don't know if it's worth it, but we'll find out. Oh, I do need a number on the end of that. Almost there. Nine. Helps if I actually put the RP at the front as well, so that I actually know what it is. There we go. All of them done. There are so many of them. We can just close all of these now, to be honest. I do not need them up. So, go to the depot. Where is the depot in the city? I must have one. There it is. It's right in front of me and I'm just blind to it. Right. 2 of you. Set 2. Close them 1. 2 of you. Really? Oh. Set all. 2. You know, I will bring you back once I've added all these to the routes. Back in a minute, guys. Hey guys, and I am back. So I've added 2 buses to every route, so that hopefully it will add like a nice synergy to the system. Now I want to add in the stops for my cargo, because otherwise that will just break my system again. So I want to go from there to there, from there to there, and that should cover everything. Yeah, that should be fine. And you've already got vehicles on you, so I will add a couple of vehicles though, because I don't think 4 is enough. We'll make it 8. I think that'll help clear out this backlog whenever it creates one. Right, and let's watch the ridiculous number of vehicles leave. Oh, for a minute there I thought, why is a train on my ring line going the wrong way? It's not. That's one of the out and backs. Oh my god, that scared me then. I'm sitting there going, hang on, why is my ring road going the wrong way? What's going on? What are you complaining about? No path. Why have you got no path? Turn round then. No path. But you have a path. You have a route. I made a route. Oh, because I've made it to the wrong stop. It's meant to go to the bus stop, not the... Oh my god, idiot. I needed to go to the bus stop, not to the depot. Oh, not the depot, but the goods stop. Oh dear, I'm an idiot sometimes. But you guys love it. You love watching my mistakes. I know you do. Otherwise you wouldn't keep watching. Because I make lots of them. Right, how are you looking? Oh, you're trying to grow again. I won't let you. It's going to cost me millions to constantly break these buildings. I don't care. I don't want them growing that way. Wow, it looks like I can't even keep up there. There's a lot of fuel we're moving. It is actually clearing it though, so yeah. Seems fine. And hey look, our trams have got passengers on them. Not at every stop, but some stops. Which I think is awesome. We're actually moving people via tram. Look, we've got people waiting there. Like, it's actually working. Awesome. Yeah, you're covered. I don't mind it being there at least. I just don't want it going further. Oh, and a road vehicle has decided it's too old. Okay, let's have a look at you then. Yeah, all of them are getting on. Okay, replaced with the blue one. See, this is one of the reasons I didn't do this sort of setup in all the other cities. Because having to babysit 4 cities at once, nah, not happening. Wow, look at the number of passengers that are waiting here. For what route are they waiting? All for route 1. Okay, well. There we go then. Let's try and clear them a little bit faster. Wow. That one's got quite a few, although it can pick up the majority in one foul swoop. But if only one station is sort of overflowing, that's good. That means the rest of the system is actually working the way I want it to. They're delivering all their passengers here and then this station can't cope. Although, I think stop 2 needs another bus as well. There you go. Because, yeah, that's building up quite a lot. And the buses that are heading there... Yeah. Having a third one might help it. This system might actually work. It's a strange system, don't get me wrong, but so far it seems to be working. Well, you've still got quite a few passengers waiting, haven't you? Yeah, you know what? Add... Oh, sorry guys, back in a moment. Hi guys, sorry about that, my phone decided to ring. I really must remember to put that thing on silent before I start recording. Right, I wanted to add 3 more buses to part 1, 2 more buses to part 2. Which might seem excessive for such a small area, however, we're getting a lot of passengers there and I want to make sure that I'm moving them. I mean, look how many passengers we've got waiting at the station. I don't think we've got that at the others. Yeah, look, ring 80. So, maybe that system works the best. I don't know. Stop growing there. You're not allowed to grow there. Same as you, really. I don't want you there. This is for this is for social housing. Go away. Industry is not allowed there. Nor is commercial. Right. Wow, look how many passengers are sitting at the station. That's ridiculous. How about up here? How's this one doing? Well, that's not bad, but it's still nowhere near this. Like, so many passengers are trying to use that part of the ring line. That's ridiculous. I might have to add more trains onto the line just to cover this. Look at it. I am quite happy with that. And look, you're completely full, which doesn't help. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to add more trains onto my ring line. Now I'm using these trains at the moment. I'm just going to add 4. Which seems like a lot, but I mean, that puts us up to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12 trains in total are going to be running on this ring line. Well, let's see if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's going to stall the line out a little until, I don't know, it's sort of letting them alternate. That's good. It's going to definitely sort of put the trains sort of, as soon as one leaves, one's going to turn up, which I think is a good thing. I mean, what is our frequency on that now? Ring line, the frequency is 43 seconds. So every 43 seconds a train stops. I mean, that alone should bring up the passenger numbers. Because obviously the more frequent the trains, the more people will use the train. But I mean, look at that. 246 passengers waiting. That's remarkable. I like this setup. I think this setup is probably the best setup I've done. It seems to get the most passengers to the station. Whether that's just because there was lots that wanted to get to the station in the first place, I don't know. If I can replicate the same thing over here. Because, I mean, look. These stations, there's 75 passengers. There's 172. If all of these passengers were at the station, how many people would be waiting here? You know what I mean? So, we'll have to see. I mean, I'll do this city next, probably next episode at this point, and we'll see if it grows in the same way at the station as this one is. If it does, then we've found sort of a good solution. Wow, that is a lot of stuff there. I think we need some more vans. What city is this? This is Royal Tunbridge. There we go. More vans. Will that help at all? We are very congested in this area. There's not a lot I can do about the congestion, unfortunately. vans are gone, it's getting a little bit faster. I mean, the more people I can encourage to use the public transport, the less cars there are on the road. The less cars there are on the road, the quicker my public transport moves. So, you know, it's just like real life, really. I mean, if we could get everyone using public transport, it would be brilliant. But public transport doesn't always go everywhere people need to go. So, it is hard to do that. Wow, look, I've just got a trail of buses here, slowly picking up all the people at the stop. Is Route 1 and 2 both using the same stop? Yes, it is. Well, that's stupid, isn't it? So if I deleted that stop there, that's a little bit better. The buses are now going in a different direction, which helps. And now I know that that's going to mess up this part of the route in some respects. Oh! Didn't realise I still had the delete tool. Damn you! Right, let's just turn that off. I hate it when I do stuff like that. Yeah, it's now all stopping these ones there, but I think this is the one that's getting the most traffic, so I want to obviously make this one the easiest stop to get to. So yeah, I'm not too concerned that they're going to slow down this stop a little. But yeah, having the stops go to different sides is always a good thing. It just helps a lot. But we are still getting an awful lot of passengers there. And these trains are just not picking up many. But they are turning up more consistently. Right, there's the next one already. So that's a benefit at least. Adding those extra trains to the round is helping. So money wise, what are we making? Our goods line is losing money still, our aeroplane line's losing money, the food line's losing money, stone's losing money. Wow. The building's losing money, only a little though, so that's not as bad. Oh dear. That, I want to change how that's... Just so that when I'm searching by name, all the ring line parts are next to each other. It just makes it slightly more... well, it makes it easier to read. Like, look, if all the ring sections are next to each other. The reason I'm keeping the stone different is because that's a separate part. It's not actually on the ring line itself. Although that's still making a very good amount of money. But most of the ring line sections are losing money. The fuel is still making a very good amount of money, which is awesome. But yeah, the most money we're making is from the fuel. The TGV is doing nearly 20 million. That's awesome. How is our passenger line on the ring doing? That's losing money, but we have just added a lot of trains to it, so we've just increased the maintenance cost quite a bit. Wow, how many building materials do we have? And that's a building materials train. I might need another building material train. There's the next one to pick up. I mean, how much have we got to pick up? 500. Yeah, that's a lot. One train can't carry that much. Yeah, I need to clear that out quicker than it is currently moving, so 17 carriages. Okay. one of you. And building materials go on the open, construction materials, set it to construction materials. There we go. And you know what, I'm actually going to add 2. So, ring, building, go. We've got the money, so, you know, we are making a very good amount of profit. Like, look, we made 60 million this year, we made 160 the year before. This year we've obviously spent a lot, but that's because I keep building stuff and demolishing things. Like this city. Eventually I'm gonna give up because it's just growing wherever it wants. But for the moment, I'm gonna keep on top of it. I want to reconnect that road that I just destroyed by accident. Let's try a smaller road and keep the bus lane if it's got a bus lane. There we go. Yeah, as I say, I am going to try and keep on top of this. Eventually I'll forget about it and the industry section will just overtake it everywhere. But for the moment, I won't let it. I want it to grow in this direction. Like, there's so much space over here. Can't it just go that way? No, go away. I do have to be careful with that demolish tool though. Mainline 1 has got a lot, or mainline 2 rather, has got a lot of passengers waiting. Are you mainline 2? You are. You've got 3 vehicles on you. I think you might need a third vehicle, a 4th vehicle rather. Buy a train. Set you line 2. Because I don't think we're moving enough passengers, so I mean, it's taking 100 at a time, which is a good thing, but you know, there's still 140 passengers waiting, so obviously it's not going quick enough. And the next one isn't here ready, so you know, it's not like I'm messing up with the timing or anything. I'm not going to have a train sitting there waiting because I've added another one to the line. So yeah, that'll be fine. Then again, I mean, look at you. Wow, you've got a lot of passengers waiting here. So you're mainline 1 and you've got a lot of passengers waiting. How many trains you got on you? You've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 5 trains. We could change you for this. That increases the number of passengers. The running cost is what annoys me. I mean, it's so expensive. We could go with that and a few added carriages. Because that'll increase the number of passengers at least. Yeah, you know what? And set you back to 100% lifespan. That's something I've probably got to do with this route as well. The lifespan is set to 200%, so back to 100% please. But yeah, so that just increases the number of passengers at least that can stay or that can get on each train. There you go. So it doubled it. Oh, and my hovercraft is at the end of its life. How is that route doing? Is that making a good profit? No, I I don't need that. I want the line, thank you. Yeah, that line is still making a good profit. So, I have no problem replacing these vehicles. Yeah, I don't have anything better than the hovercraft. There's obviously that, but it's still slow. I mean, 60 mile an hour compared to 16. I'm going to go with the 60 mile an hour one because people are using it. So, yeah, replace all the vehicles. Done. Now make all the vehicles the same age as well. Wow, this train stop is full as well. Well, are you clearing out any quicker now? Still got 442 building or construction materials. What is the frequency of these trains now? Come on, go away. The only way to check frequency is to go through this, unfortunately. So, ring building, 88 seconds. That's quite a small frequency. Yeah, look, it's clearing it finally. That's a good thing. Again, you've already grown back. Go away. These ones as well, at least then it'll take a little while to grow back because it'll fill that one up first. And no, industry, commercial has now moved too far this way as well. Like, you're not going past this point. I want houses here. Oh, you're going too far that way as well. Houses. I want more people living in my city. I might just let it grow at this point, because demolishing it is costing me an arm and a leg. Don't get me wrong, again, I can afford it. I mean, look at that, I'm still going up. I'm at 800 million. Very soon we'll actually be in the billions. That's going to be awesome. How are you now? Ring line, we have cleared the backlog of passengers. Awesome! So yeah, these trains aren't carrying full loads anymore. That's brilliant. That's actually what I want to see. I want my trains to have a tiny bit of room on them, because otherwise, you know, if they're constantly full, there's no room to grow. And this looks like it is moving all the passengers, and the rest of the city has no one waiting at the stops. Excellent. This one, same thing, there's not really many passengers. There's 5 passengers at that stop. That is still ridiculous. Look at that. That is ridiculous. There's so much there. That is, wow. I think I need more vans on it. That's just going to congest all of this so much though. You know what I could do? This is going to waste all of the materials here, but never mind. Let's add a bit of road here. There we go. And then let's add a new stop in. Really? Come on, there we go. Awesome. So now, hopefully it won't congest this bit as much, so it won't matter if I add some more. There we go. We've got a ridiculous number of vehicles on that line now. You're still in connection to the station. You are perfect. Just by adding that, it means that the vehicles aren't always going to be coming in the same direction as the trams, so it's not going to slow down the trams as much, so hopefully the whole system will work a little better. Because, I mean, we did have a lot of vehicles coming on this very small stretch of road, so yeah. Oh, and it's decided to change these up again. Eventually it'll work out that there is one stop for each station, but or for each tram there is a station, but never mind. Awesome. But I am going to leave it off there, guys, so let me know which of the three methods you prefer. If you like the ring more, if you like the trams, or if you like the bus stops. Let me know, I am interested. I am probably going to do the bus stops over here as well, because I think getting all these passengers to the train station probably the best way to do it. Let's just replace you with the new buses. But yeah, so as I say, let me know in the comments which method you prefer. I am interested, and I will see you guys next time.